Today is the 5-year anniversary of my divorce. I've been living as a nomad since a bit before that official date passed years ago. I just didn't feel the desire to build a whole other life rooted somewhere at the time, and I still don't. In my nomadic life, I have vacillated between periods of rapid movement, when the desire is just to go, see, and do all the things. And there has been times where I've craved more stability, more calm. I think I'm in a calm phase right now. After 8 months living in my car, drifting, and sometimes pushing, I hit a wall, burnout, and now I'm choosing to pivot. I'm entering my dirtbag era. I'm still in my car, yes, but I'm leaving the endless miles behind, trading highway lines for trail markers, seeking out wild spaces, not just to pass through, but to train, heal, and belong. This is about slowing down, living intentionally, letting nature shape my body, spirit, and days. If that speaks to you, I hope you'll come along.
It's not just wood and stone, all our own, more than these painted homes. Hold it close. Feels like home to me. Feels like home to me.
With shaken bacon. I'm in a silly mood today. I'm still in Buena Vista, Colorado. I think that's how you say it. Still haven't figured that one out yet. But I'm living my best life here. Really am. I imagine for some people that's a strange thing to hear. I mean, I just woke up in the back of this SUV after sleeping in a parking lot. I'm single, divorced, in my 40s, and living in my car. How can I possibly be living my best life? How can I be happy? What am I running from? Shouldn't I want more for myself? We're going to talk about those things today.
Things we lost to the flames. Things we'll never see again. All that we amassed sits before us, shattered into ash. These are the things we lost, the things we lost in the fire, fire, fire. These are the things we lost, the things we lost in the fire, fire, fire. We sat and made a list of all the things that we had down the backs of tabletops, ticket stubs in your diary. I read them all one day when loneliness came and you were away. Oh, they told me nothing new, but I love to read the words you use. These are the things we lost, the things we lost in the fire, fire, fire. These are the things we lost, the things we lost in the fire, fire, fire.
Is anybody else ready to collapse? If you are, raise your hand.
All right, just working on getting things put into stow mode here because I'm headed out. I'm headed to Utah. I gotta start making my way towards Utah. I spent the past few hours really locked in on some editing work. I've got to start driving. I was hyper fixating on editing so hard that it wasn't until just now that I realized that I am literally so hangry. I'm on the verge of a meltdown. So I'm definitely going to address that sooner rather than later. And also, my Love's gas station, whatever app, told me that I get an extra 20 cents off each gallon of gas today. So that's going to be our first stop, and then second stop, and then southbound and around the mountain range to Grand Junction.
Tractor Supply Co. Ooh, I don't like that noise. Knocking noise. With the extra 20% off, gas is almost the same price as it is in the Midwest, but you don't get views like that from the gas stations in the Midwest, so it's worth it. Right. Next stop, food. Just for reference, we just drove from the north part of town to the south part of town. That quick. There's never any parking here, but that's because this place is so good. That'll do. We have to park on the hill. All right, bye-bye to BB for now. It's delicious. All right, let's hit the road.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto 22 Road.
That was actually a pretty solid night sleeping here at this Love's last night. Yep, another night in a parking lot. So, am I content? Is this all that there is for me? Well, honestly, kind of. I mean, yes, I'm content. Sure, I still have goals. My biggest goals right now are to continue to grow and develop as a content creator and to train my body for big days in the mountains. Basically, just to live this simple life. I still have desires for material things and impulses for purchases like expensive hiking apparel and daydreaming about moving into a bigger rig at some point. But I also just try to maintain perspective. There was a time in my life where I walked away from almost every material possession I owned. Everything from photo albums to furniture to Christmas ornaments and china. Every carefully curated material item that I possessed, I walked away. And every now and then I'll get sad about all of that was lost, but then I think about everything that I've gained, and that's a lot. And I gained this ridiculous beverage this morning. This Monster Killer Brew has 300 milligrams of caffeine. There's no way I'm consuming this whole thing in one day, and I'm not consuming any of it right now. But this was free because I have the Loves Connect app, and on Mondays they give away like free beverages if you have the app. This is not an ad. It's just a tip, okay?
All right, let's go. I'm actually gonna go see family for the first time in 2025. Wild. It's mid-May. Oh man. I'll also say there's something really nice about not having to use my Google Maps GPS to know where I'm going. Like, I'm gonna drive for 3.5 hours and I know exactly how to get there. I know where I can stop for use the bathroom, where to get gas. Like, I don't know. That's why the West feels like home, I think.
After loss, I set out searching, not just for new places, but for pieces of myself. And somewhere between quiet sunrises and unfamiliar roads, I found them. I've gained freedom, self-confidence, strength, humility, perspective. I'm not the same person I was. I'm stronger, wiser, better. Travel didn't just change my view of the world, it helped me reclaim my place in it. This journey transformed me.
Get it. Sit. Guys, come on, sit down. Sit. 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 I don't know how to do that. Hi, I'm in Utah. I've been here for about a week now, and I've been visiting with family, catching up with editing, and also catching up with a lot of little, small projects that I just didn't have the time or energy to complete as I was traveling so rapidly on the road. So it feels really good to catch up on all of that. I'm currently sitting amongst my belongings here. Behind me, you'll see some bins and some things. This is all of my other stuff that doesn't live on the road with me. I have some artifacts of my old life, as well as some things I've picked up over the past 5 years of traveling. And then I've got a lot of seasonal type gear. So it was time for me to also not only visit family, but also come and switch out seasonal items, seasonal gear pieces. As good as it feels being here, having a solid roof over my head, an available bathroom, and a sense of belonging, I'm also feeling the itch to get back out on the road. And that's how I know that I'm not ready to settle down and that this nomadic life is what's for me, because that's what's felt right all along. I've never, in the past 5 years, felt like I really wanted to stop traveling. I really wanted to settle down anywhere. The idea of traveling still lights me on fire with excitement. Although sometimes I do get tired and it's nice to take a bit of a break, I'm not ready for that to end. So why am I sharing this? I'm not telling you to follow in my footsteps. Sharing because for me, this was a path I never envisioned for myself. And in a way, it's just kind of been like a blind trust fall along the way. And I just keep trusting that I will find a place to land. I have a chalkboard here that has one of my all-time favorite quotes that really, really got me through a difficult period. And it's still something that I live by to this day. So I want to read it to you, because if you're at a crossroads in life or at a point where change is needed, whether it's anything like mine or anything wildly different, I don't know, it might be nice to kind of hear this. For what it's worth, it's never too late, or in my case, too early to be whoever you want to, whenever you want. You can change or stay the same. There are no rules to this thing. We can make it the best or the worst of it. I hope you make it the best of it. And I hope you see things that startle you. I hope you feel things you never felt before. I hope you meet people with a different point of view. I hope you live a life you're proud of. If you find that you're not, I hope you have the strength to start all over again.
For me, the greatest lesson in finding happiness in this new chapter of my life has been learning not to judge myself. Yes, I'm a single, divorced woman in her 40s living in a car. And my life is incredible. I no longer measure myself against society's expectations. I'm not concerned with having what others think I should, behaving how someone my age is supposed to, or carrying burdens that life has taught me simply aren't worth the wait. And so, unapologetically and joyfully, I am living my best life.